King Charles is the head of state in Australia, among other countries. Image, Getty. King Charles and Prince William have the power to bring the monarchy to the people in Australia. Eric Abetz, the former and long-serving senator for Tasmania and the new campaign director at the Australian Monarchist League (AML), believes a royal tour would bolster the affection down under for the monarchy. And both the monarch and his heir would showcase different perks of the current political system to Australians. He told Express.co.uk, "There is no doubt a royal visit would bolster the sentiment for the constitutional monarchy. The passing of Her Majesty and the associated media coverage brought the monarchy to the people and they liked what they saw. A visit would have a similar impact. Either the King or Prince William visiting would be most welcomed by the Australian people." King Charles paid 16 official visits to Australia as Prince of Wales. Image, Getty. Prince William toured Australia with Kate and George in 2014. Image, Getty. Prince William would remind people of the stability and continuity of the monarchy, whereas the King would remind people of the seamless transition and how His Majesty has immediately assumed the role with grace and dignity in the finest of traditions for a constitutional monarch. King Charles has visited Australia several times throughout his decades as Prince of Wales. Since 1966, he has travelled down under 16 times. His last trip to Australia was in 2018, when he visited the Gold Coast and attended the Commonwealth Games alongside Camilla, the now Queen Consort. Prince William also travelled to Australia on a number of occasions during his life, including as a baby in the early 1980s. He last went in 2014, when he visited the country with Princess Kate and their young son Prince George. Read more. 6 clues Prince Harry will attend King Charles' coronation. King Charles was last in Australia in 2018. Image, Getty. The last royal to visit Australia was Princess Anne, who headed to the country in the run-up to the celebrations for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee last spring. Mr. Abetz words come after the AML revealed it is already preparing for a referendum on the monarchy in Australia. The League's national chair, Philip Benwell, told Express.co. UK, "We are preparing for a referendum in 2025. We feel the government may go as early as that." The election of Labour leader Anthony Albanese as Prime Minister of Australia in May last year was hailed as a step towards removing the monarchy in the country by pro-Republic campaigners. A Labour spokesperson said at the time the party's priority was to create a voice to Parliament, giving the government the opportunity to make policies with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people rather than for them. Don't miss Meghan and Harry facing proper grilling with Samantha Markle case. LIVEBLOG. Prince Harry's unusual gesture that nobody ever does. Expert claims. Expert behavior expert claims Kate wanted to be cooperative with Meghan. Analysis. Diana and Charles traveled to Australia with baby William in the early 1980s. Image, Getty. Trending most recently, anti-monarchists in Australia saw the government approving the Reserve Bank's decision not to portray King Charles on the next 5 Australian dollars banknotes, a signal the country is moving towards republicanism. The new 5 Australian dollars banknotes will celebrate the First Nations people and culture, replacing the effigy of the late Queen. However, King Charles will appear on new Australian coins to be minted. Mr. Abetz noted the royal family should not weigh in on the debate regarding Australia's form of government. He said, "A constitutional monarchy in a democracy only continues by the will of the people. The royal family is aware of this, as Her Majesty said on many occasions. The royal family should not involve themselves in the debate." Nevertheless, he added, Charles' duty as King of Australia is to tour and meet with the people, so it is right and proper for him and royals representing the Crown to do so.